Dear soul, what is up? I'm going to get you a message. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you need to hear, but that's what I do. Patty Don channel. We just get right to the point so we can keep these messages quick, get you on your day. I just feel the need to take a breath and land here. So maybe that is just what you need, to take a breath and just arrive. Just be here now. I got to tell you, in my life, that has been such a dang lesson. As a person who channels and a person who is designed to really tap into the energy of others, to reflect back to them that zest for life they're looking for and how to get it. Being that person means, for me, living in the present is a practice. It's not something I do naturally. It's like I've had to train my brain to do it. So perhaps that's coming through now because you could use a little encouragement and inspiration. It is possible to manage a monkey mind. It is possible to manage your brain and set boundaries against thinking about the shit you don't want to think about. Okay. And a lot of times, the things you don't want to think about are those moments you've been trapped in the past with those regrets and resentments and the rejections and all the bunk that you wish you had done different or others had done different or whatever. That sucks. Don't do that. And then there's also the future. And, and sure, sometimes you want to be hopeful and you're like, oh, this is possible and that's possible. But then you're not living in reality. You don't want to make decisions based on a potential future. You want to make decisions on what lights you the frick up now. And sure, it may create awesome stuff. And of course, that's what we want. But you can't live there because there's no way for you to figure it out. Trust me. I've had some pretty big dreams in my life. I've even been shown by my guides some pretty rad things that could happen for me. But the problem with that is then I try and force the now situation to mimic that. And all I get is frustration because it's the universe who's supposed to bring us things. It's us who's supposed to live in the now so that we're ready for the things. You see what I'm saying? So you got this, beautiful soul. Okay. You can live in the now. Might take some practice, might take some training like me, or maybe it comes easily and you just needed to hear, yeah, okay, I can do that. And there's actually a point to it. Right? It actually will change my life to do that. So there you go. Permission slip granted. Live in the now. I'll give you one of my favorite ways, which is being an observant. So when my mind goes crazy, I'm thinking about the past, I'm thinking about the future, I'm just ruminating on even a situation that day is still the past, right? If it was earlier that day. So I'm ruminating on something and then you stop and use the old, like, is it a cliche when you say stop and smell the roses? But it's kind of that. You stop and you go, okay, what are my physical ears here right now? Oh, the wind. Oh, the radio. Whatever it is, the birds frickin' chirping. Oh, cool. What do I smell? And you just start to engage your physical senses in that moment and let your mind just chill for a sec. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people hesitate to meditate because it's all about quieting the mind. And when you're focused on quieting the mind, it's kind of like when you tell someone, don't look at the pink elephant, they're going to go, wait, what, pink elephant? Right, I'm not supposed to look at it. So when you're like, oh, I got to get out of my mind, and you're thinking, I got to get out of my mind, you're in your mind. So you've got to engage your other senses. That's genius. I'm glad that came through. And I really, really love it. And yeah, it's funnily enough, the Six of Swords showed up for us because that is heading to better waters. That is brighter shores ahead when you can do that and really train into that. And, the Six of Swords shows in a boat and it shows being helped across the water. So maybe you're in a little in between path right now and you're figuring that out. So train your brain so that you can get to those brighter shores, the place where you're no longer controlled by it and run by it. And yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, this is actually fast energy now that I say that. And it's all about leaving behind those restrictions and about allowing the universe to bring you what you're asking for, which we just told you how to do that. That's cool. I'll be using this myself as well. Yeah. We trap ourselves in the mind. Point blank, period. It's just the way it is. Okay. The brain wasn't designed to make you happy. It was designed to keep you alive. It was designed to keep you comfortable and safe. And so anything outside of that, which is everything that you want, because change is actually what you're here for. Experiences are actually what you're here for. Pushing your comfort zone, expanding yourself, figuring out who you are is what you're here for. And none of that is comfortable and safe. The brain is not meant to make you happy. Okay. That's up to you. That's up to embodying your soul. That's up to living in the now. That's up to seeing what really is for you and then making choices that are more aligned with what you really want. And I feel like that is, you're ready to do that. That's why we're seeing this energy in these cards. And it's, yeah, really about, choosing and seeing who you are and going from there. So many eights. So the number 8 might also be relevant for you. And again, with the going to the better shores, the 8 says we're coming to the end. We're not quite ending the cycle yet, but perhaps this is your last step in really being able to close that cycle out of having to live in here instead of having the coherence with your heart and your soul and what you really want. And yeah, I'm seeing 9s and 8s. So you're right at the freaking end. And it's just going to take the courage. I'm getting so many goosebumps. I'm right here with you, sis. It's just going to take the courage to do it, to finally do it, to finally say, you know what, I am free. And all the angst you felt, leading up to this in your life, the different experiences that didn't work out for you, and you kept showing up and trying so hard and felt like, maybe life was moving through mud and just not going in the direction you wanted, that all of that prepared you to make the snap decision to go where you won't, right? You have to add the activation energy that allows the universe to go, oh, she bought it, she's in, she's really here, we're ready for the next phase, right? You have to go first. You have to let them know that you will indeed embody and are ready for what's coming and what's been designed for you. And you can't do it wrong. And it's all those moments that got you frustrated, that got you on the edge of wanting to just say, F it, I'm gonna be in the now and I'm gonna start living who I am. All those moments where you weren't doing it got you ready so you can do it now, Queen. Oh, that's exciting. Your guides are excited. And on that note, let's grab a quick message from the angels, because they always have something good to say about it. And manifestation, anybody? Yeah, you have to be in your true essence and nowness, okay, full of who you are to be in the best zone for, you're always manifesting, okay? You're constantly attracting the experiences, relationships, places, people, and things that you are reflecting out. And if you want that to change to be like beautiful magic manifestations, which when we talk about manifestation, everybody's always wanting what they want, not the crap that's going to grow them. If you really want to be in that energy, that's exactly what we're talking about. And you can do it. You can do it. Ask your guides for help. Ask the angels to show you the things, and be ready to receive. And the only way to receive is to be in the now. We've just got miracles, okay? We've got miracles and we've got manifestation. That's really cool. I love me a little miracle and manifestation. That's exciting. Let me know in the comments. Claim something. What are you manifesting? What do you really want to call into your life? And let's see if you can claim it and get in that energy of the now and receiving. What can you clear out to make space, right? Sometimes in that in between, it's good to clean up some shaz and just kind of use your energy to be ready to receive. And so practice being in the now, and practice allowing, right? Sometimes that is a habit as well of being restricted. So if you want to be open to receive the things that you want to receive from the universe, you got to practice that openness, that surrender. And how you do that is what I said already about being in the now, really not letting yourself just stay here. Really being I want to say like upfront and obvious, truthful about what's in front of you in that now moment, finding what's working and letting go of what's not. And you just keep doing that, engaging those physical senses when you need to stop and take a breath. If everywhere you're looking is squirrely, if you just can't help but feel, right? There's big things that happen in this life that bring up feelings that then cause us to go up in here. And you want to practice 10-10, as I was saying, that you want to practice in that moment using the instrument, the body, the physical body, to help you. Okay. And so instead of being in the mind, go into the gut, go into the heart, go into the now moment, go into the ears, right? Start humming and singing. Nothing brings you more to the now moment than singing. Grab the lyrics on your phone and read and sing them out of a song you don't know, so that it really takes your focus out of that monkey mind and into the vibration of receiving. Yeah, it might take some practice, but you totally got this. And they're really pointing at, and being in the mind is a facade, and they're really pointing at grabbing your inner child by the hand, recognizing who you really are and appreciating the frick out of it so you can move forward. Because if you are trapped in the past of that inner child and the turmoil they went through and the not knowing themselves, because that's what being a child is all about, right? If you stay there, you aren't really being who you truly are. Every now moment, you're a new person. Okay. You are multidimensional. Every moment you get to wake up fresh and new in that moment with a fresh breath. Your cells physically are constantly dropping off you and regenerating, right? Think of how much skin you leave in the bed. Such a gross image, but it's what you need to lock it in. You are fresh every moment, and every part of you that lives in the past, in that childhood wound, or even just the discomfort of not knowing who you are, because that's part of the human experience, then that is a facade. Because in every now moment, you get to choose how you want to show up. It is totally up to you. You're going to blame it on your circumstances. You're going to blame it on relationships. You're going to blame it on what hasn't shown up for you that is causing you to be who you want to be. And that's totally fine, my soul. You can go ahead and do that. But if that's no longer working and you recognize what a facade that is, then take your inner child by the hand, put them on a piggyback and say, we're fresh, we're new, look at who we are now. Show them what's possible. Okay? Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay. Is there anything else we need to say about that? I don't think there is. That feels really good. The message feels complete. Let me know in the comments what resonated. Hook up with me for a session if you really need help embodying this. I got the tools for you. And yeah, go slay the day, sis.